Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Japan. In previous episode we managed to do a decent bit of conquering around here again. And I think we're going to continue on that route today. We are actually making a lot more money now that we've done a bit of finagling with the industries and all that. And the standard of living should be bloody massive compared to most of our neighbors. But I think Alger is going to be our next target. They got defensive pacts with Jing, for example. So if we do conquer Alger, Siam will also join that. We might be able to take some land from Siam. I'm not entirely sure how much we want to take. Maybe we take like part of Cambodia and Malaya from them, and then the rest of that, or the rest of the points is going to be used on taking land from Jing. Now, admittedly, I'm not entirely sure how good. Oh, right, Jing is fighting another war right now. Americans are trying to do a landing in Beijing. Okay, well, I don't know how well that is going to go for them. Speaking of landings, though, we're about to get the landing crowd, so the difficult landing penalty is going to be gotten away with, and that means that our landing is going to be a lot more successful most of the time. I think the war game would be quite nice after this tech, though, to get the siege artillery. But anyway, let's go ahead and start a diplomacy play against Alger. There might be a lot of nations joining, to be fair. But yeah, they got 2 nations in there already. We can get some armies from here. Actually, where do we have our... I think they were all sent back home. Yes, okay. Well, let's go ahead and take... Over here, we'll want to have someone that is good at attacking. That's navies. You got defensive artillery as well, so I suppose you could be pretty good at defending in Manchuria. Or in Vladivostok, to be more precise. You got okay defense as well, so what you're going to do is you are going to be on the front line over here. And then we got some of these attacking ones, so that is going to attack into Alger. And then the small one is going to start attacking from south into Siam. And then we'll just need to give the navies a bit of orders. Right, so who's going to be... I suppose you're going to be escorting convoys going into Indochina. Then you are going to be doing a lot of raiding over here, I reckon. Somewhere around there. And then we'll have this smaller one escorting convoys going to Vladivostok just to keep that underway. And that should do it for the most part. Oh, Siam abandoned. Alright. Well, that means that we've got 2 armies that are not busy elsewhere. So I suppose what we'll do is we'll take the bigger attacking army from here and send it towards the Manchuria front. So we won't be taking anything from Siam. They are still confident, so I'm pretty sure that there is going to be a war. Well, in that case, let's go for, first of all, outer Manchuria. Then we'll go for southern Manchuria. Then we'll go for liberate subject Joseon. And that leaves us with 30 points, so we can take one more state, I suppose. So I guess Xinjiang is going to be a good one. So that's going to give us a bit of a front line, or quite a bit of land over here, let's just say. I don't know how well that is going to go, but I suspect that we might be able to win. We'll have 2 armies in here, actually. Is that 2 armies? Yeah, I believe it is. Oh no, embargo from the East India Company. Anyway, we haven't been doing a lot of trading, mostly because I know that we are going to accumulate a lot of infamy, which means that no one wants to trade with us. If we do start trading with someone, then they'll usually just... embargo us. Oh, there we go. Anarchism unlocked. So we got the naval advantage. They got the men advantage on the field. Oh. Oh. Can we conquer that? I don't think we can. No, we would need 25 points there, I think. Yeah. So no conquest there. We'll have some garrisons keeping that busy, most likely, so I'm not too worried about that one. Although we can probably get rid of them soon enough in the war. So we're trying to pass the private health insurance. I'm not entirely sure how well that is going to pass, but we can certainly hope that it will pass. It looks like the Chinese are holding there, although the landing is going to be... or landing that the Americans tried to do there was costly on both sides there, which is actually good for me. And we'll have a bit of troops here attacking and some defending, so we should be able to take out a decent chunk of land here. Opposite members put 4 demands. The industrialists are fairly loyal, so we could probably reduce their approval for a little bit. And get a bit of higher chance of passing the law. Because that means that we can get the healthcare a little bit higher, especially with this high standard of living. We should be getting a quite good amount of a reduction in the mortality rate, which means that then we'll have a lot more workers available. So they haven't started sending in troops here yet, have they? Nope, they have not. And we've got a lot of buildings coming along in Mekong as well. I think this, well, we got some textile mill upgrading there. It shouldn't be too expensive to build there, to be fair. Did we get the... We got the tooling workshop over here expanded. It's already level 25. I'll give it another level just in case. Maybe another one of the food industry, but this is going to start running a little bit low on the pops. We can put in the rail transportation, to be fair, to reduce the worker usage there quite a bit. What about the coal mine? Oh yeah, we already got the rail transportation there. What about the sulfur? That's got the transportation as well. Fishing, we could put in the refrigerated rail cars, actually, to reduce the required workforce quite a bit. But we'll get a bit more fish, at least, to be used in, well, just for eating, and then, of course, making the groceries as well. 7 days for the landing craft, and after that we'll go for the... to start working on getting the siege artillery. There we go, landing craft unlocked. On the other hand, the bolt action rifle would be nice, but I don't think we have the oil to run that and all the other things that we run with oil. So wargaming, the morale loss reduction over there is also... Oh, military railways. And southern Sumatra, sure. They'll probably have a lot of influence by now. But, you know, getting free railways is fine by me. Oh, now we're making 150,000. I mean, we did increase our taxes, to be fair. I think it was last episode where we did that. So now we're getting massive amount of money, even though... oh, right, we're not even building all that much right now. Okay, well, there's not that many places with a lot of unemployed is the problem. I mean, there's a decent bit over here still. Suppose we could start increasing some of the productions in here, like another 5 for the furniture manufacturing, maybe a little bit more motor industries, and a bit of steel mills. And then oil rigs are already very profitable. There's not much over here that is particularly profitable. The values are somewhat reduced. I mean, I suppose if we were to increase this, no, it wouldn't necessarily increase the profitability all that much. And we don't necessarily want to start using more coal right now, because we just don't have a lot of coal available. Once we get out of Manchuria and all that, we'll have plenty. And have the... Okay, now they're moving some troops over here. And where is the front line that they don't have anyone in? Oh, Mindanao front. Oh, they got 120 sent there. Okay. Let's go ahead and send in... Oh, and another 75 there. Okay. We could get a general in Indonesia. In defensive strategy, for example. And then put that on the defense there. All we need to do is just hold them back for long enough so that we'll have time to broaden the sort of frontage that we have here. Oh man, yeah, we're getting a lot of land there. So I'm pretty sure that Jingyu is not going to surrender anytime soon. Liberation Joseon is something that, well, I can't really do that, so we'll probably need to go for the capital or something. Because Joseon is... Well, they're not in the war or anything. They are tributary. So I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be the conquest of the capital. So Beijing is something that we'll need to go into. But that's going to be underway eventually. Plus, I suppose, now that they're sending a lot of the fleets in here, we are going to be sending a lot of the convoys, which means that these troops that they are sending in here, in due time, will not have a lot of morale to go with. How soon do they have... Oh, it's not 20 days. Oh, Prussia started diplomatic play against us. Cut down Japan. Alright, well, that's not going to happen. Depends a lot on, of course, who they invite, but yeah, it's just going to be a war that is going to take a while. Oh, let's actually... War goal... Oh, war goal... Let's put war operations from Prussia. They are a fairly large economy, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let's have a look at the GDP. So they are number 2. They are actually... Oh, wow, Austria has dropped drastically. Has Austria suddenly lost a lot of land or something? No. I don't know what's happening for them then. Okay, actually, we are hopefully going to punch through that. Although they are going to get some troops in there now, so it's going to be a bit more difficult. Over here, they haven't started attacking yet towards us. And in the north, we've got 2 armies. And they still got 8 more days. Okay, so we can get 1 more battle in. So we grab a lot of land there. So we don't have a massive army. They are confident. They probably have a bit better army, actually. Let's have a look at it. The Prussians, generally speaking, have pretty good stuff in army-wise, but... Okay, they got the... Oh, they got... Okay, chemical weapon specialist. That's a lot of offense values there. Okay, so what we may need to do is make sure that they can't invade our capital. I mean, how much of a fleet do they have? 86? How good of a fleet do they have is the next question. They got ironclads with submarines and destroyers. So overall, it's not too bad. It's probably slightly better than what we have, although we got monitors, which are better than their ironclads. We're still pushing the Chinese back here in Alger, so that's going to be at least a victory. Do we have... we don't actually have any extra troops in Japan, so that could be a problem. Oh, and that attack is going quite swimmingly there, good. And their attack over... oh wow, they had 8 battalions. Now they have 0 on that attack. So we may have... oh, oil discovered in Albania. We may have kind of started a bit of a world war going on in here. I mean, well, not necessarily quite yet, but it's not that far off, and it's going to be everyone against Japan, more or less, if I'm not mistaken. So they haven't invited anyone else in. I don't need to do much else. The war operations is actually... right, so this is going to be a forever war, most likely. Well, at least we capture... oh, there we go. So we captured that. And do they have anyone on the other front here? Or did we have a general move somewhere? Oh, yeah, we got... oh, they are trying to attack on that front. Okay. Well, we can hold them up in there while we advance towards the capital. Oh, Russia started with the Prussians. Okay. I'm not going to give in. I'm going to add a war goal for northern Manchuria. I'm hoping that we can get that. So northern Manchuria and maybe... they are going to be conquering, well, maybe conquering some of the stuff there. Chukotka is something we could try. And then maybe... this one. So Okhotsk. Getting all the coastline in here. And technically speaking, Alaska would be another option, but... I don't know if we want to go in there. Actually, Transbaikal would actually probably be a smart idea as well. Again, I'm not entirely sure if we can get all these territories from them, but we can certainly give it a try. So, war goal... conquer state, Transbaikal. There we go. So we'll be having a continuous land from all the way from Vladivostok. Well, I mean, well, we'll first need to win the war against the Chinese, to be fair. Which we're working on. We're working on. We might have to get some more troops, though. Do we have any... okay, this one's got a lot of area here, so let's get another 10 barracks at least. And then any other areas with a lot of peasants in Japan, preferably. There's a little bit over there, but there's not that much. There's some unemployed in Kanto. And we'll get a few over there. That'll be another 20, so we can maybe have another army to fight against the Russians, because the... oh, is that? That's a Prussians traveling in here. Alright, that could be a bit of a problem. Oh, and they... okay, I don't think there's going to be any convoys of theirs going through there. But that does mean that they got a land front to fight me in. And thus they will maybe give it... I'll give up a little bit sooner. So, Jing, I don't know if I'll be able to take all of it. So maybe we should start... just focus on getting out of Manchuria in this war. And then we can do another war later on. Maybe. But we'll be taking a lot of Siberia, that's for sure. We also need a lot more troops. So did we... right, we're working on the wargaming. It's going to take a while before we fully get that, but... we'll see how it goes. Oh, 200 battalions already in here. What about the front over here? No one going there. Okay, that could be our salvation, as it were. Do we have... we got another army... oh, right, the Chinese are moving a lot of troops here. We got most of that conqueror, though. So if we can just get this one done real quick. If we can win this combat, then that's going to probably clear out this front. And then we can send in these troops, at least the big one towards the Russian front. You are a good defender, right? I'm a decent defender. Home affairs increased to level 2. Good. Come on. Give us the victory. Give us the victory. There we go. So now we got some extra troops moving elsewhere. So do we have anyone going in for this front? No, not yet. I don't think... yeah, no, it wasn't actually moved to any fronts yet. Oh wait, no, there's Mindao front. Okay, I'm just going to send you towards the Russian front. And then we'll hopefully get through the Mindao front soon. Or Mindanao. They got a fairly low morals in there. Rising speech captivates the public. I will get another 15% success chance on that one. So Alger is going to surrender soon. That's about 4 weeks or so. We're slowly holding them back over there. I don't know how good of an offense value is. Ooh, they got pretty good offenses. Average is 117, but there's both, well, it's mostly Prussian troops, actually. Okay, well, I mean, I suppose we got okay defenses. 170, but they'll have so much more troops there. It's going to be a bit tricky. But if we're lucky, there might be some convoys going through here for our enemies. Oh, and the war has started against the Prussians. Right, so is there anyone... No, they don't attack from there. Good. That will actually mean that we can then take more land. Neither side really has a lot of troops here yet. They'll arrive there first, so they'll probably be able to take some of the land there. Oh, and are they now... Oh, out of Manchuria front. Oh, a general died. Oh no, Joshi has died. Okay, Japan will get... Ooh. I'm not entirely sure which one of these is better. I mean, the reserve means it's less morale loss. It's offensive planner, so we could probably take that one. And then give it a promotion. Mobilize, send it to the Chinese front again. Do we have any extra troops now? If we were to recruit a general... Okay, Japan does have another 20. I'm going to give this one a promotion. As soon as he's in there, we'll have a bit more troops. I mean, they haven't started attacking yet. Which is good news for us. Oh, now they started. Yeah, they're moving more and more into the attacking mode there. Hopefully we can win the war against the Ajay zone. And then push back the Chinese as well. So there's no one in there. That's good to know. Right, so let's have a look at the convoy raiding that we're doing. Are we actually raiding any Prussian convoys? We are. Okay, so there's a chance that these troops will then start losing prestige over time. Not prestige, morale over time. And that way we can then force a opening. They didn't capture them. Oh, there we go. Ajay has surrendered. So let's have a look at the state over here. Is there anything that we can do? Well, I suppose we can put all of these to expand if it's profitable. The rice farms, I'll just go quickly through these, so I'll be back, bring you back in a few moments. Right, there we go. So that's a few things done there. Not entirely sure if we'll be able to hold back the Prussians in here. We've got okay defense though, and now that the Russians are in there as well, there's a chance that they'll be using the worst units, but... Oh, there we go. Now we are defending against the Chinese there, so that will hold the ground. We still need to advance pretty far into the Chinese territories there. And Mindanao hasn't surrendered yet, but that was going to free up another 2 armies soon enough. Maybe one to do a landing in Beijing or something. So a few more days until our armies arrive here, and then we can start delaying the Prussians a little bit. They haven't taken too much territories yet. I suppose we could actually send the army from Indonesia into here. Start clearing out a lot of the states that we wanted to conquer from the Russians. What's the... Oh, that's a different war. So what did we have? It's only cut Japan to size. We don't want to do that, of course. So we'll fight them off until they either give in for a white peace. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. That's going to be a lot of losses for them. Well done. 191 defense. That's not bad. And yeah, they lost over 20,000 men in here already. Close to 25,000. Oh, Suckling front. Oh, they did a landing. They did a landing. I knew that would... Oh, I knew that could happen. I was hoping that it wouldn't, but I knew that it could happen. Alright, which one could we... We'll bring in the army from here. And hope that they don't... oh, right, so they've taken our capital. That's going to start costing us a lot of influence. Right, I should have protected the coastline. I should have protected the coastline. Okay, so we are... Oh, we're going for that front. Okay, and they got their troops there. Bloody hell. Okay, can we get a white peace with the... A white peace, yes. I'm hoping that we could get out of Manchuria, for example. But they would not accept that. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. Well, just, you know what? I think this is the few times that we are going to start activating the conscripts. And so, oh, there we go. Activate conscripts. All of these. But mainland China is going to start activating conscripts. Not China. Mainland Japan, rather. Is going to start activating conscripts, so we can have a little bit troops defending in here. And that means that we'll get a lot more troops into the various armies here as well. Including against the... Oh, okay, there's still Prussians in here. There's no Russians there, and the Russians haven't arrived here yet either. Okay. So Mindanao, we can't get them out of the war quite yet. Although, I'm pretty sure that they are starting to be fairly low on stuff there, and if we just hold on to that ground, they'll eventually give up. They're already losing 6 points per week. Right, are we going to win that? Yeah, we're going to win that. So we are pushing further and further into China. Oh, they're giving up on this front. Alright, let's start counterattacking towards the Russians. Because they've moved everyone out of there. Have they moved everyone on... Oh, yeah, they got 200 battalions, 400 battalions in here. Okay, we need to bring in some more troops. Where can we get some more units for this? I'm going to bring this one back home. Because if we can't stop them in here quickly, then we are doomed. They don't have anyone attacking there. It's just garrisons. Oh, which front is that? Oh, bollocks. Right, so now the... Okay, first of all, let's bring the navies back home. So, don't need to escort convoys into China. Protect... Actually, no. I want you to raid convoys there. You're raiding convoys already. Oh, right, that's raiding convoys in southern China, so that is hopefully going to start sinking some of theirs. And then you are protecting convoys going to Manchuria. How about you protect the homeland here? Now, we just need to get our armies into the front line here, but it's just taking so bloody long. I knew I should have left some troops in here as a garrison. There we go, we've gotten some troops over here. So let's go ahead and start counterattacking. They move all their troops to the northern front. So in the meanwhile, we can maybe retake parts of the center here. Hokkaido front is now... Oh, wow, it's split into two. Okay, but we've got some troops here defending now. So that'll delay them. How much? I'm not entirely sure. Probably not all that much. Although, if we can sink some... Oh, our convoys are being sent left, right, and center. We move some generals in there. There's no general... Oh, yeah, there's no generals attacking there. Our attack into China is going okay. We're getting some more troops into the front line here, so we might be able to push them back quite a bit. And if we can get some of the troops for this one, so that I can hold the ground in the north while we retake the southern front, and then we'll cut them off. We're still losing a lot of convoys though, but Mindanao is going to be hopefully done soon, and that's going to free up a lot of the stuff there, although it's going to push up the Chinese troops into these fronts as well, so that's going to be some bad stuff happening from there. Kansai Chubu front, okay, so it's that one. They got 80 oh wow, 80 battalions there. Oh, bollocks. And now they're advancing from there. Okay, we need to move in there, clear out that front real quick. They'll be attacking us first. No. Okay, why is there defense values in there? It's 85, so we have a chance of beating them. Oh, but now they got troops in there, so it's going to combine the fronts very shortly. I'm hoping that we can win the battle in here somewhere. We got higher attack than they got defense, so we are probably going to win this. All discovered in for us, alright. And our defense in the north is holding, so that's good news for us. So Mindanao... Oh, right. We stank some Russian convoys, at least. Not so much the Russians, though. And our convoys are having... Oh, wait a minute. Is this army having no morale? Yeah, okay. So our convoys going in from Japan to Manchuria are having massive issues. It's just the enemies do have a lot of fleet in here. So we need to slowly... Oh, right. So actually, let's go ahead and focus on defense over here. Let them attack, and every attack that they fail will gain more land. Although, I'm hoping that we'll have enough unity to get through this, or war support to get through all of this. Which I'm not entirely sure that we will. You know what? There's one more desperate measure that I can do. We'll raise an army in Indochina. Firebrand. Oh, there's a lot of popularity. Innovative. We'll go for the brave one. We'll activate that. And then we'll... Oh, but we don't have a fleet here. Right, I mean, suppose... Well, there's more Russians there now. I was thinking about doing a landing, but I suppose if we were to send this army to the... We'll send it over here to help. Grassroots support for the law. Oh, good. Jolly good. Okay, we're making £20,000 still per week. We've got 90 battalions over here defending. And there is no combats yet, but they will... That's 200 battalions. Oh, but they don't have a lot of morale here. Okay, so does that mean that the morale over on this side is low as well? Not quite as much yet. But we're seeing a lot of this Russian convoys, so is that... Oh, it's the Russians attacking. Oh. Oh, wow, they lost already 30,000 men here. 40,000 men. Yeah, okay, this is a bit of a massacre. We should be taking a decent chunk of land, at least. Back from all of this. At least I'm... Oh, credit where credit's due. We could credit the industrialists with, because they are the leading thing anyway. Oh, do we have a naval battle here? We do. We're going to lose that battle, though, because they got bigger fleet. And over here, we are winning at least a defensive battle, so we should be able to take some more land in the north. But again, we're losing our war support too quickly. But we don't have an army to do a landing with right now, is the problem. Like, there's just... Can we get a truce with the Chinese now? They don't want to out of Manchuria. You know what? I'm just going to take a white peace with them. At this stage, we need to free the armies. So if we get those freed, then we can take one of the armies that is freed now, or at least on the move. We got two. Did we lose another? Oh, bollocks! We lost another general. Okay, recruit general. Japan. Defensive strategist. Even though you're cruel, I'll take you. Oh, you right already have quite a bit. Promote. We have 66 battalion. Oh, right, some of that is the... Right, and do we have any troops to do a landing with? Do we still have... Okay, we do have our fleet at least. You are in combat right now. You're raiding. I'm going to use you. Do a landing into Kanto. Who do we have as a... I suppose you'll do. If we can retake Kanto, and we can split their troops in here a little bit more, that'll be fine. And... Yeah, the Prussians are beating us back there. But at least we're going to win in the north again. But I'm not entirely sure if we can win this war is the problem. Now, if the landing is successful, we can reduce the amount of speed that we'll be losing our support quite a bit. Oh, and now we've got attrition on Togo. Where are you? You're on the Hokkaido Kansai front. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of troops in here now. We've got one attacking. But that is defense first. They'll be attacking against them. We could maybe send... Okay, you're in the defense there, so let's take the bigger army over here. And send you to start attacking in the south. Maybe if we can attack against the Russians, we'll be able to hold on. Or push back. How long until the landing is going to happen? 25 days, 3 weeks? How much further are we going to go with the support by then? That's 21 points. Okay, I think we're going to lose this war. That's going to be horrible, though. Because we're going to lose so much territories. The general dying over here was really bad because that allowed them to push back. And I suppose I should have had more generals from the get-go and left at least someone guarding the homeland. Oh, there was double battle in here. Well, our defense is working. So even if we don't win the attack, we'll still win the defense. And over here we got some troops. Our defense is actually falling there, though. That's not great. The Ottomans have a revolt. Okay. Oh, rising concerns? How is the peasant... There's just so much going on in here. Okay, so peasants have approval rating of 9, so they can probably lose it a little bit. Although getting the extra 2 might not be a bad idea either. Right, and then we had the insufficient agriculture. We should follow their advice. So that's got to be a loss there. That's the landing. Are we almost landed? Almost. Oh wait, did they intercept our fleet or something? No? Wargaming unlocked. Okay, the morale loss is reduced. Wait, I think they did intercept our fleet or something because it's not doing the landing. Should be doing it. Okay, something's wrong. Oh, and we capitulated. Okay, so how much did we lose? Oh, Siak, Dutch East Indies got a lot. Oh, bollocks. We lost so much land. No. At least we got the treaty port in Manchuria still, but we lost all of that. Okay, well, that's a bit of a bad thing happening. Oh, well. We'll rise again. Alright, Dynam gained a lot of the lands back as well. All of this. Okay, Bandra, do we have a truce with you? We do, okay. So retaking all of this is going to be a bit of an issue. For sure. Okay, well, at least we're no longer in war. Russia is having a bit of a civil war, though. If we hadn't lost Kanto, which, honestly, that was a good play from the here, I do admit. I should have troops in there. As I said already. But anyway, that is the end for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.